Stage, Kim, Kasky, Matt, Deitsch, Robert, Shintra, and Nora, Abdulhoc.
Hey everyone, my name is Kasky, and I am one of the far too many high schoolers in this country whose school has been shot up by somebody wielding a semi-automatic rifle. And for the past 2 years, I have been watching firsthand as my generation has mobilized and stood up to the NRA, stood up to the lying politicians offering thoughts, prayers, and other empty platitudes, and changed the game. It has been inspiring to see. It has been amazing to see the way this generation has mobilized. But I have to tell you, I have talked to far too many young people in this country, young voting age people who look at the future and say, I have no more hope. I don't know what to do. I look at this game as something that we are destined to lose no matter what. But right now, the young people in this country are being offered a chance to invest in a movement that is headed in the right direction. The young people in this country are unifying like we never have before. We are breaking records, changing the game, and for once, people my age get to look in the future and see something that we might be able to take back. We're unifying together against people like the small percentage of people in this country who exploit working class families and have ruined this economy, like Donald Trump, Michael Bloomberg, and far too many more. This election is about all of us coming together, ignoring all of the noise for the people who are getting mad. I must say, the establishment, they are frightened of us. And it's showing. They are very, very angry. They have written me some very, very, very hurtful messages on the internet. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we have each other. We're together, and we know that love is going to win this. We love each other. We are inspiring each other. We're sharing our stories, elevating our voices. And crowds like this, people like this, are how we are going to win in Nevada. We're going to win this whole primary. And then we are going to knock Donald Trump out of the White House like it's nothing. Seriously. Please let me know this stuff. Now, my dear friend Robert Shintra is going to come up and share his story.
My name is Robert Shintra, and I too am a Primaries son of Douglas High School. Louder! Sorry about this. I came to this issue out of personal loss. My sister Carmen Shintra was one of the 17 victims of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas school shooting. She was 16 at the time, and if she was still alive today, it would be her 19th birthday today. For me, I came to this issue out of something deeply personal. And I still struggle with a lot of mental health issues that came out of the Stoneman Douglas shooting. And I think that when we're talking about gun violence prevention, we need to elevate the need for Medicare for all, including mental health. I'm very fortunate that my parents have good insurance and I'm able to go to mental health services at a low cost. But I know countless other survivors who go to my college that physically cannot afford to go to counseling. The going rate in my area is $150 to $200 per hour to see a counselor. And as college students struggling to put food on the table and pay rent, it's absolutely out of the question. And so when we're looking at the issue of gun violence, we need to talk about not only preventing the next shooting, but serving the people who have gone through this experience and giving them the support that they need to move forward and to make sure that we are not leaving a generation behind of young people who are dealing with these issues but have no one to talk to and can't afford it. And so I am supporting Bernie Sanders because he understands that how gun violence prevention isn't just regulating firearm access. It's so much more than that. And the movement that we've built is going to win here in Nevada tomorrow, take us on to South Carolina, on to Massachusetts, on to Nora, on to
Hello, Nevada. Hello, Nevada. My name is Nora Abdulhoc. I'm 16 and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for being here today. Second of all, I'd like to say Happy Black History Month. And like many other Black kids in America, I myself face the reality of having classmates locked up. The reality of taxes on houses getting raised, the reality of Black sports programs and arts funding, the reality of attending more funerals and graduations, and the reality of blatant racism within the public school system. But while doing this, I knew that this forced normalization is systemic. We are taught that system of oppressions, by the system of oppressions, to think that hearing gunshots in the middle of the night and having your neighbor come ask you if you saw the shooter is normal. Taught that inadequate supplies and unaffordable costs are normal. Gun violence is systemic. Police brutality and inaccessibility to healthcare and educational supplies are drivers behind it, and Bernie Sanders knows this. And that's why we have to fight back. I stand with Senator Sanders because he knows that gun violence is a gentrification issue. He knows that it's a healthcare issue. He knows that it's a tax issue. He knows that it's a racial issue. Bernie Sanders isn't afraid to say Black Lives Matter. He knows that this is about Trayvon Martin. He knows this is about Anthony Hill. He knows this is about Sandra Bland. But he also knows that this is about you and everybody sitting at home. And that's what we're going to win tomorrow. And next week, and Super Tuesday, and in November. Thank you.
Hi. Hello. My name is Matt Deitsch. I'm a co-founder of March for Our Lives, and I'm from Parkland, Florida. In order to end gun violence, we need to elect someone who is morally just. Someone that puts the needs of the people over corrupt profits. Bernie Sanders is that leader. I've been to nearly every state campaigning against gun violence. I've been to red states, blue states, purple states, and the only place gun violence is a divisive issue is Washington. In every single one, these communities have been affected by gun violence. Every single survivor community is under-resourced. If they're under-resourced in Parkland, they're under-resourced in Milwaukee and Chicago. And Senator Sanders knows this, and we are going to build a movement of people from all over this country to end gun violence. We have a Congress deeply entangled in the profits of weapons that are being used on our children, and we need to say enough. Say enough, louder. I want them to hear you miles away. Enough! This is not an election between the lesser of two evils. This is an election between good and evil. This is militarism or peace. Violence or healing? What side are you on? It is time to stand up against the NRA and say we will not let your money speak louder than all of us. We will not only vote out puppets like Donald Trump, who took a record $30 million from the NRA, but we will lead this movement tackling gun violence as a public health issue. That we need to respond to this epidemic in the same way we would a deadly virus. This fight to end gun violence can make a statement by showing up in mass for Senator Sanders tomorrow. In 2018, we had record youth turnout in midterm elections campaigning on this issue, and we're going to do it again. No issue unifies young people like standing up against gun violence. By standing up with the most diverse and young coalition in America, we are taking an intersectional stand against this epidemic. This fight takes a united front to save lives by centering the most vulnerable people, and Senator Sanders is the person to do that. This is our movement. This is your movement. Let's win this tomorrow.
Welcome to the stage, Naomi Klein.